Good morning, Affton. I'm Wesley Baucom. Today is Wednesday, April 13th. And if you haven't heard the news yet, the Affton baseball team has been setting some pretty impressive records. Let's cut to Ruthie with the story.
Hey there, Affton. This year's Affton baseball team is making history for the school.
We didn't know that this was actually happening, but the first weekend that we had our games, we had 3 games, and we scored 41 runs in 3 baseball games, which I didn't know until the actual article came out in the South County Times that apparently that's the most runs that have ever been scored by an Affton baseball team in a very long time. I think the attitude of the guys, they're a very close-knit group of players. They like to play the game. They want to learn more. They want to improve. And they go out and from the first pitch to the last pitch of every game, they are fighting to try and win the ball game, whether we're up 10 or down 10. They just keep playing and fighting until that last out has been made. Personally, like I said, I was talking to a player about this the other day. You know, just in general, the success we're having, I'm excited about. Playing this well this early. We need to keep that going throughout the entire season. So if we can kind of keep the intensity up, if we can continue to play this type of baseball, then we're going to have a lot of good things to come here in the future here as the season progresses.
Well, me and the boys have the bats for one right now, so I mean that's really helping us offensively, and just scoring all these runs is pretty great.
I think just the solid bats and all the batting practice we do outside of the games and outside of the practices are really helping us out.
Oh, it feels amazing knowing that me and my boys are getting the job done.
Real solid. It feels good to go down in the Affton history books.
That's all for now. This is Ruth Ann signing off.
What an enlightening story, Ruthie. And in other news, the Affton board members have finally been elected.
Hello, Affton. Last Tuesday was the school board elections. The 3 candidates were Michael McNeil, Jordan Levinson, and Michael Alexander. Of the 3, the 2 that were elected was Michael McNeil and Jordan Levinson. I got the chance to talk with them. What's your plan to help fix Affton's debt issue?
Okay, so a couple things have happened over the last year that have been kind of one-time shocks. One of which was a $500,000 in tax revenue that disappeared, 6 weeks ago, just out of the blue, as if that wasn't going to impact our school district. $500,000 gone. We've got to figure out how to address that. We've also had to address some I would call it some transitional accounting challenges that we've had. But the bottom line is we've got to get our reserves back up. We fortunately do not have a debt problem. We have a lack of reserves problem. So it's like our savings account is too low, not that we have a lot of debt. So the goal is to build that back up. And there are 2 ways you can do that. You can cut costs and you can increase your income. So we are actively looking at that as a board and have been for a while. And I'm sure there will be some public announcements about that soon.
Improve Affton's academics.
Well, this one isn't going to be popular with the students. I want school to get harder. I want it to be tougher. The reason for that is I said this in the student forum, I was out at the Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, Bugatti, Ducati research lab in Silicon Valley last week while I was talking to the students. I want our students to be working in those jobs. Those guys have fun. They are working with some amazing stuff. And in order to be able to have those kinds of jobs, you have to come out of a rigorous academic background. So that's what I want. I want those opportunities to be there.
Is there any chance we'll get shop classes back at Affton?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I know my kids all took shop and welding here, and they benefited from that in their college years. So I'd love to have those opportunities for the kids. I know that those opportunities are available through other mechanisms with tech and other places. I have not heard any of the latest thoughts on that. That's not something that I've touched directly.
What What do you like about Affton?
I love Affton. The diversity of the kids and the size of the school, I think, are ideal. My wife and I both went to enormous high schools up in Hazelwood where you were just a number. You didn't even know everybody in your own class. But here, everybody knows everybody. They have an opportunity to participate. People are supportive. I've seen kids get standing ovations running in track that they weren't competing, they were there participating. And yet the student body supported them. There's just that kind of, there's a community. I describe it as a small town in the middle of a city. This is and that I want to preserve, and we'll fight to preserve.
Do you plan to advance Affton technologically?
I would love to see Affton advance technologically. I see it right now. My son is in second grade, and I know that there's the 3D printer over there, and it's kind of been a repetitive thing for me during this whole process of going through the election and the forums. But at the second grade level, that our kids are being introduced to the maker space and to the that kind of a 3D printing technology, that it's only going to go on from there. I would absolutely love to see more of that. Absolutely.
How will you provide more support for the fine arts program?
I'm a fine arts guy, plain and simple. Back when I was in high school, I was the drum major of the marching band. I was in the competitive jazz band. I also played in the marching band. I did theater. I was not a thespian. My little brother was. I was more on the musical side of it. But I hold the fine arts program very near and dear to my heart. And it doesn't just necessarily mean that. That includes the photography department and all the fine arts that are available to the students. So I would love to do whatever is possible to help maintain, and if not, progress those programs.
Is there any chance we'll get shop classes back at Affton?
Well, I would love to see shop classes at Affton, but again, this would go with that learning experience for me that I need to understand. It's easy for me to say yes. Yes, we're going to get those shop classes back, and unfortunately, there's a lot more to it than just me simply saying that. So with my further understanding of possibly why they were delayed or eliminated, I can make a better understanding as to what that question answer would be for me.
What do you hope to bring to the school board?
Well, my number one thing that I'm going to bring to the school board is a little bit of a new perspective. I hope to bring more, along with just my professionalism and my ability to listen and being a caring person. But something that the board had not had for some time was, like Mr. McNeil had said, as his kids had graduated, it doesn't change the fact of for their care for the school district, but there's an element that might be overlooked or possibly missed. Well, I have 3 kids that are in the school system right now. And so that perspective is what I'm hoping to bring to these amazing board members that I'm joining.
This is Evan Sheriff, Cougar News, signing out.
Great job, Evan. And now it's time for the Cougar News Teacher of the Week.
This week's Teacher of the Week is Mr. Hildebrand. Each week, a teacher is nominated for the Lead Strong Spotlight. This week, it happened to be Mr. Hildebrand for his outstanding activism in Affton High School for organizing the Tag Along with Thomas Bowley Fund. So, how long have you been in Affton?
This is my 10th year in Affton.
What college did you go to?
I went to the University of Missouri-Columbia for my bachelor's degree. I went to Southwest Baptist to get a master's in education. I went to Southwest Baptist University to get my master's in administration.
Could you tell us a bit about your job?
I am a business and marketing teacher at Affton High School. I teach the APPS program, soon to be STL CAPS, for business and entrepreneurship. I also teach business and personal law, advanced marketing, which is called Starting a Business. I'm a DECA sponsor, chess sponsor, department leader.
So in what ways have you helped the school out?
Well, I'd say a major emphasis for myself and for our programs has been philanthropy and raising money for charities. So over the past few years, we've focused a lot of our efforts towards the Thomas Bowley Fund, and we've had different events like the Pioneer Face Challenge for homecoming, and also the Tag Along with Thomas event coming up next weekend. I also am participating, or I'm involved with advanced marketing, where we put on the Valentine's Day grams. We have our lemonade stand that we have every year, and we also put on the dodgeball tournament.
Since you're part of like entrepreneurship And within that, what do you have for people that do want to go along that career path?
Yeah, if people want to become entrepreneurs, the best advice I have for them is to learn as much as they possibly can and get involved as much as they possibly can. And you never know when you're going to gain inspiration, where you're going to find inspiration. And I think that being a person that has been involved with starting a business, you have to be passionate about something in order for it to be successful. And a lot of times people get into things because they think they're just going to make money, and they realize that there's so much more to it, the hours and the time that you have to really dive into a particular project. So I would say explore, get involved as much as possible so you can really diversify yourself, and you never know where you'll find inspiration.
That was great work, Cheryl. I think we're past due for a commercial break.
Interested in learning more about Bosnian culture? Then sign up for a Bosnian American Studies class today. We are the only high school in the world that offers this course. It can get you college credit through FonFon. Also, everyone is welcome and any senior can join.
Hey, come on in.
The class is incredible. It's unlike any other class that you will be able to take. You will meet people from all over the planet. They're excited and interested in meeting you. We have the largest Bosnian community outside of Bosnia.
Bosnian American Studies is in room 50 of West Virginia.
Are you prepared for college? If you answered no, then Miss Genta in the College Center is here to help. She provides you with a variety of resources to prepare you for when you finish off at Affton. Now I know what you're asking. What resources? She has information on colleges, sets up scholarship interviews, even sets up college visits so you can get more information, anything you need to prep you for that big day. If you need more information, you can see her in the College Center or visit her Twitter and Facebook page.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The gardening club is looking for some new members. Let's cut to Jamie with the exclusive.
Hello, Affton. Have you heard about Gardening Club? New here at the high school?
A gardening club is to bring people together, and 2, it's to beautify the school, and 3, it's for the students to have a place to learn about gardening, to learn about health and well-being also. Gardening club meets every Friday or every other Friday after school. Listen to the announcements, and if you are interested, please send me an email, Mr. O'Brien, and I will put you on the calendar so that you can receive the emails to when we're going to meet. Right now we are in the process of building 4 raised beds, and the raised beds are going to be located by the parking lot that is in front of the Commons. If you walk over there, it'll be towards where the nurse's office is. We plan on to have them built soon, and then we're going to, of course, put dirt in them and start gardening, putting different fruits and vegetables. And then we are doing a contest, hopefully that we win, because we won about $1,000 to $2,500 to be able to do this because gardening is expensive. And we're going to grow herbs, and hopefully we're thinking about growing herbs in the actual cartons, the milk cartons.
This is Jamie Cotta from Cougar News, signing out.
Wonderful story, Jamie. That about wraps it up for us. I'm Wesley Bauckham. You stay classy, Affton. That was perfect.